everyone, it's that time. It is I, Mark the Movie Man, here, and I've got an indie horror for you. I know, it's the season, right? I'm going to my indie horror fest, which look for my coverage of the Sawdust City Fright Fest. I'm going to try to bring you some interviews in that, and I've already done some interviews for it, which you can check on the Sawdust City FrightFest.com website. So enough shilling there, but that's happening this weekend when I'm recording it, and very excited to bring to see that independent horror returning to the historic Time Community Theater. So on to today's film, which is The Demon Inside. It was written and directed by Joey Morin, and we get the story of a family who's moved into this house who discover that their house has a spirit in it, and it's been doing some mean things, especially harassing the daughter of the family. Well, the dad has his own dark past and his own inner demons that he felt he's finally conquered, though they are still hinted at in here and has caused problems between him and his wife. Well, the demon hasn't helped anything much, and soon we have Sam Parsons trying to protect his family, but the only way he's really going to be able to do it is possibly tapping into those dark demons he thought he's dealt with internally many years ago. Yeah, this is an interesting concept that they had here with this film. Sam Parsons, played by Joseph Renee, Madeline Felton plays his wife Courtney, and Chloe Lee plays Harper Parsons. And I like the dynamic between this family. It was interesting that they didn't go fully into it right away, but you could tell there's some tension between Sam and Courtney. Sam has issues. You can tell he does, but he's trying to work through them. But still, it's kind of shocking when we're first introduced to kind of his anger management issues that he has. So it's a little tough of a character to get through, but it's kind of dark. It's exploring, the idea of addiction as your inner demon. And they play with a lot of themes for a little while of what exactly is going on in the house. Is there an actual demon or isn't there? Well, we soon get some really cool creepy parts in here, and the wife ends up calling upon these ghost hunter characters who are just hilarious. They are such caricatures of ghost hunter programs, but to like the extremes, they're called ghost killers. And they're very humorous folks, but they show up to the house, and it's interesting because it was taking a dark, serious tone, and I thought, okay, we're dealing with the idea of addiction and other things, and okay, I get it. We've seen this before, but it's done well, high production, and I do love the creepy moments that they have where we don't get a full look at what is harassing their daughter, but when we do, it's very creepy, and they effectively use jump scares and don't overuse them. But when the ghost killer characters show up, the tone really changes this film quite a bit. It literally goes from like this dark kind of exploration into, people's issues internally, and mental health issues, to this rather comical group of individuals and tone, and then it kicks into like just full-on gore fest, which I don't mind at all, really, but it is just a bit it really takes abrupt changes in tone. It's not exactly a gradual change, and that might be a little jarring for some people. I know it was for me for a bit as well. I don't mind a roller coaster of tones, but it's definitely more like steep drops in here. Everybody performs and does well. I liked the actors that they all had in here, and where they went with this, especially as things develop and we learn more about the thing in the house and how it moves about and everything. I loved those bits quite a bit. You could tell they put some thought into it. The very end, it was tough to get behind, though. The very end resolution, it felt like they were rushing a little bit. Maybe they were running a little, short on budget. I'm not quite sure, but I would have just liked the ending to be handled a bit differently than the way it was. It just didn't sit right with me. So it's not that it was exactly written poorly. It could have been ended better. But what do I know, right, folks? So Demon Inside is out there now. I do believe it's on YouTube. I'll put as much information as I can down below in the body of this video. Check it out if you're looking for some 31 Days of Horror to put on your list and want to support some indie cinema. You're going to want to check this one out. So thank you so much for watching and listening to me ramble. Check out our Patreon. We got some great stuff there for some reasonable tiers. Stay tuned soon for coverage. Then I'm going to try to do as much as possible of an upcoming Horror Fest in Oshkosh. I thank you for your support, and remember, as always, keep that ticket stub